excited to get to come to your studio.
I'm excited that you're here, man.
This is our thing that we call winging it. And
Yeah,
we're winging it
we're
because
winging
we
it.
go out into the world and to the actual studio of the artist, Arturo Mescalito.
I'm cowbell pudding. Mezcalito.
Mezcalito.
Mescalito?
Yeah, exactly. It's a little, okay, a lot of people ask, what's this mezcalito mean? It's like, well, you think of a mezcal plant, and it does. Hallucinatory.
Cray.
Yeah, exactly. But it's also,
Cray.
well, what I've read is that a mezcalito it's a child spirit in the desert. And you can only see them when you take the peyote plant. And so it's a child that manifests in front of you, and all wise and talks to him. It's
Great to meet you.
And we, this time we took the Millennium Falcon. We did not go by the list. We took the Millennium Falcon.
millennial.
The Millennium Falcon is piloted by King Bee.
Oh, sweet.
And that is our method of both driving and drawing and winging it. Yeah.
Excellent.
A lot of adventures happen and a lot of road trips happen.
That's
So
what's
you're
best.
gonna be our Chewbacca.
Co-pilot.
Yeah.
Roar. Ah.
I see him.
Be Baka.
Me Baka. Oh, God. That's excellent.
I want to know how long you've been working in paper.
God, I've been since I was a kid. Well, I started when I was probably 13, 14 years old. And I was watching Gremlins. Massively inspired by the little gremlin creatures in that movie.
Yeah.
And I decided to make my first paper mache gremlin. Chris Wallace, if you're watching. Big up on the gremlin design, man, because that was amazing. And it was just by accident, sort of. But then again, if you go back into my history, my aunt taught me how to make piñatas when I was little.
Great.
And so I already had the skills to do that, just getting paper and laying down the strips and building a form around the balloon and the whole thing. And so I made my first project was a gremlin paper mache statue. And that was when I was 14, I was in junior high. Yeah. Going on 20 years working? Around 20 years working with paper mache. But seriously, as an artist, putting it out on display, maybe 5, 6 years.
All right, and then as far as the taller sculptures, why did you go that tall?
Oh, man.
These are like this is
I'm used
over
to
10. Right?
I'm used to sculpting small figures,
Yeah.
maybe 4 feet figures. But then, as I started showing in galleries at Corpro and the Hive, and the challenge became, like showing with, these really amazing artists, and they're bringing the full game on. And so my thing was to, how am I going to bring my game on? It's just to get bigger,
Yeah.
And so that was the challenge, is to start making them bigger. I've sculpted large projects before, but never to the degree of detail that I do now. I mean, if you look at the King Bee, that's just his raw sort of paper. But then you can go further with other layers of using fabric mache and specific kind of papers to get detail out of the face, to make it like skin, which I call like a skinning process. There's several layers of paper that can be had over this here.
But this right now, we have the body, and we have what you would maybe call the armature of the clothing, because the clothing doesn't have the full resolution that you want.
Right.
But this gives you a great
Yeah,
substrate.
it's a form to build on top of that.
Yeah.
Still, there's still more to be done.
Yeah, it's so expressive already.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
though yes, you haven't done all of the. Yeah.
And as far as expression, I get a lot of people, when they step up to look at my work in person, is that they're so expressive. It's like that's just how I am. I try to fuse myself into the pieces, the sculptures that I create, and there's movement in there.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times they're just very sort of stoic and just sort of standing there, but that I try to infuse this movement in the arms, or in the expression in the face, and like I talk with my hands a lot, so it comes out in my pieces.
It does.
Yeah.
It does, and it's important. I think
Yeah.
that because it doesn't, even if it's something that's not actually moving,
Yeah.
it suggests so much
Yeah, it's
movement
a
that you can't
suggestion of
help but
movement.
get
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
get that, that impression.
Exactly.
And you feel like that there's a movement that just happened or is about to happen.
Rhythmic foundation